What is up, guys? Smooth here, back with another Minecraft video. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming 1.9 update, which looks to be one of the largest updates in the history of the game. A lot of Minecraft developers have been releasing hints as well as details about some of the stuff they've been working on, and I've tried my best to get every bit of information they've shown so far. Dinnerbone announced that some snapshots are going to start being released in the following days, but not everything they've previewed will be in the first few snapshots. So a lot of the stuff I'm going to be showing you guys probably won't be seen till later snapshots or the official 1.9 release, but you guys all get a little head start. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first hint given about Minecraft 1.9 happened on April 1st of this year when Dinnerbone posted a snapshot called the Love and Hugs update. This was an April Fool's joke that had some funny changes like removing the ability to harm other creatures. In his post, there was also a world download that if you looked overhead, you would see what appeared to be a QR code with a creeper face on it, as you can see here. For those of you that have a QR code reader app on your phone, you can scan the screen now and see that it reveals Minecraft 1.9, the combat update. A lot of people were confused if this was a joke also, but Dinnerbone tweeted, as quite a surprising amount of people didn't understand yesterday, yes, 15W14A was an April Fool's joke. The hidden QR code, however, was not. Another developer, Sarge, clarified later on that we will have mostly new gameplay features in 1.9 and only very few internal changes so that mods will be much easier to update from 1.8. It's also worth noting that earlier this year, Dinnerbone said, as to why I was poking around in the Wither, he has something that I need which will be important to my 1.9 plans. When a user responded saying that it sounded like he was planning something evil, Dinnerbone replied confirming that he was in fact up to something evil. A few days later, Dinnerbone posted a screenshot in the Nether showing 2 health bars for different Withers. This potentially reveals the future boss battles may require you to fight more than one boss or minions as well. After this, the Mojang developer started releasing even more cryptic clues on social media that some clever players were able to figure out. Dinnerbone tweeted, "The following picture is meaningless and is probably not even worth your time clicking on it." When going to the link, it appeared to lead to a blank page. A Reddit user Fireplayer figured out that the page wasn't blank, but the image was made to be so long it was nearly invisible to the naked eye. When the pixels were rearranged, it showed the biggest reveal we've had so far. In this picture you can see several new arrow types that appear to be enchanted as well as a quiver and a new shield slot. Jeb tweeted that he added a popular suggestion he received on the forums, and that was basically a new path block. As you can see from the picture, it appears to be a dirt block with slightly less height to make paths a little bit more clear and attractive. This feature will also be added to Minecraft Pocket Edition as well. Jeb also tweeted a picture saying that a Reddit post made him happy about a new block type being worked on for 1.9. In the picture you can see birch planks next to prismarine blocks, possibly indicating that prismarine slabs might be added to the game. Another tweet by Jeb said, "Today's bug report, build a boat out of birch and it popped into planks of oak, hashtag just Minecrafty things." This could be either a joke about Minecraft mechanics or the possibility of having different boat types in the future. Jeb also talked about a new dungeon he was working on with blocks and mobs that he described as being very different from other dungeons. He went on to say that working on features sometimes produces surprising behaviors, followed by this picture of a dungeon. Although the picture looks very confusing, if you look closely at the top right corner, you can see something very strange. After zooming in, you can see what appears to be pink-colored bricks. Shortly before Minecon, Jeb posted a picture on his Instagram that said Minecon 2015 hype. You can see the end with a ton of mysterious new structures and some new blocks as well. When asked for a preview of the new snapshot, Sarge responded by posting this picture to his Twitter. In it, you can see an odd new block surrounded by 4 armor stands in leather armor. He clarified later on that the mystery block was not going to be in the game and was only a technical block used internally to build world-gen structures. Sarge posted another tweet along with the picture saying, "So much water, but I prefer to start on a small island so that I have to manage the space that's available." If you look closely at the top of this picture to the left, you'll see some light-colored dots that appear to be hiding something. It turns out that this picture actually was more than meets the eye and that a hidden message was on the map when you changed the color of the ocean in paint. The message said, "Send secret to sarge@oceanlabs.de. The person that found this got sent this message in a response. Congratulations, you were the first, so here is the first part of the solution. M2XKN, please share this with the people on Reddit thread and on Twitter." Once again, someone on Reddit solved this clue, and it turned out that if you went to tinyurl.com/M2XKN, you would be led to this picture. Once again, you can see a light colored dot in the top of the picture that appears to be covering something. This has many people speculating that a new flying mob may be released, such as birds. The developer Grum posted a vague tweet along with a picture that appeared to be just a carrot on a stick. He posted a follow-up tweet saying that some people have figured it out with a picture to confirm exactly what he was hinting at in his original tweet. In this picture, you can see that as the durability goes down for a carrot on a stick, the carrot will get smaller and smaller. After this, Dinnerbone posted a tweet saying that he reworked the inventory slots after several suggestions. This was the first video clip we've gotten to see of 1.9 so far. Here you can see he's equipping a quiver which adds a new inventory slot for arrows. Also, he revealed the name of Spectral arrows, which we had not seen before. He states that Spectral arrows are made for utility and are not very good at hurting. Having shown the shield slot, it was expected that the left hand was going to have a more significant function in Minecraft mechanics. While working on the new feature, Dinnerbone tweeted this little mistake he made where he accidentally created two different sized right arms. He then posted a picture of what a proper left hand was going to look like in the game. This was followed up by a screenshot of him showing dual wielding fish in front of a bunch of ocelots. Some clarification was given about how dual wielding would work, so you would be able to dual wield weapons, but only the one in your main hand would be able to attack. He also stated that swords will no longer be able to block. This was somewhat controversial as blocking is a popular way of communicating to other players on servers, but it is believed that there will be other mechanics put in place to make up for it. 1.9 will introduce the option for players to choose which arm will be the main arm, and this will also be visible to other players. This means that the shield will be placed in the offhand slot, so right arm players will have left-handed shields and vice versa. Also, the offhand will only be visible when something is equipped in it. Also worth noting is that someone on the Minecraft Suggestions subreddit brought up the idea of dead bushes dropping 0 to 2 sticks when broken. This was looked into by Jeb and then added by Dinnerbone, a small but pretty cool change to the game. Now onto the mob related changes. Grum posted this really awesome picture of an army of zombies that should be very exciting to a lot of map makers. Here you can see them dual wielding every variety of item, but more importantly it is now possible to equip any item in the head slot. Although mobs will be able to hold items in the offhand slot, they still won't be able to use them though. For those of you that have killed the Ender Dragon in your survival world before, it will now be possible to kill it once again in its new form in the end. Also worth noting is that in the console edition of Minecraft, the Ender Dragon has an acid attack that doesn't exist in the PC version. However, Dinnerbone posted this image on his Instagram, and it might be an indication that it will be coming to PC as well. Skeleton animations are now being reworked to indicate when they become hostile towards players. As you can see in this clip, when a player draws aggro, the skeleton will face the player and hold up their bow while pulling back, so the attack can be anticipated. In this picture, you can see Sarge demonstrating the use of a spectral arrow on zombies. You can see one of the zombies has a red outline while the other is blue. He explained that the outline color is based on the team color, and all entities also have a general tag to turn outlines on or off with commands. On to something a little bit different, subtitles are going to be added to Minecraft. This edition is mostly for people who are deaf or hard of hearing, but as you can imagine, it should have a ton of uses. You can see in this clip that the text indicates what sound is being made and what direction it's coming from. Finally, before I get into all the huge Minecon reveals, here's an important quote from Dinnerbone to consider. He says, "Worth noting, things about 1.9 that I tweet are not 100% final." He follows up by saying that as an example of how non-final things are, he decided to remove quivers from the update, so expect the unexpected and more. So now for the Minecon reveals. In this first clip you can see some small details about how the fight with the Ender Dragon is going to change. The highest pillars now have cages that need to be broken, and the dragon can be respawned by crafting a similar version of the Ender Crystals. There will be a benefit to defeating the dragon multiple times, but you will only receive the dragon egg once. This next clip is showing the new end gateways. These are similar to the end portal, except they're only one block deep in each direction. It was also mentioned that there are now many islands in the end as well. Here you can see an example of what an end city will look like on some of the new end islands. The islands are also covered with these purple looking structures called chorus plants. When chorus plants are destroyed, the entire thing falls to the ground and it drops an item called chorus fruit which can be consumed. A new hostile mob is also being introduced called the Shulker, which is short for Shell Lurker. They're disguised as purple blocks and have a very unique animation as they open and close. This is an example of what the inside of an end city looks like. You'll be able to climb up the inside where you will eventually encounter and be attacked by Shulkers. When a Shulker attack hits you, it will give you a temporary levitation effect that can benefit you by taking you higher or potentially killing you with fall damage. As mentioned earlier, you will now be able to toggle which arm you can choose to be dominant and which to be the offhand. Here's a brief demonstration of what toggling arms looks like. A new feature regarding the Spectral arrow that wasn't mentioned before is that when it hits a player, the outline will be visible through walls and other barriers. So when Dinnerbone mentioned it being used for utility, it's probably best to use it when chasing another player or mob that's trying to hide. This final clip shows a feature that I'm very happy was added as it makes it easier to understand what effects your character has. In the top right corner, you can see all of your debuffs with the positive ones on top and the negative ones on the bottom. We've got just a few more pictures to round everything off. Here's a pic posted by Jeb of what the new shields are going to look like. The general shape is a rectangle, but you're able to combine them with banners to give it a custom design. Here you can see a quick peek of a dragon head that was accidentally shown during Minecon that was discovered by a Reddit user. And lastly, the YouTuber DocM77 had an exclusive interview with Dinnerbone at Minecon. I'll leave a link to the video in the description for you guys to check out. Also, Redstone Helper summarized the key points on Reddit, which I'll put on the screen for you guys right now. Feel free to pause the video to read through. So as I was getting ready to publish this video, the new snapshot just got released today, so I'll be checking out all the new features and I'll have another video about it up shortly. Anyway guys, that's it for now. I hope you all enjoyed the video. It took quite a while to put together. If you enjoyed it or if it helped you out at all, a like would be very much appreciated, as it does help me out a lot. Also, if you want to see videos similar to this one, feel free to subscribe, and I'll have a lot of great content coming up soon. Anyway guys, this was Smooth, and I'll see you all soon. Take it easy.